How are ya? I'm first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. It's not going to be as long, perhaps, as our normal coffee talks, as I'm just kind of trying to get my voice back a little bit. But here we are. We're going to get together. We're going to chat about the weather and hopefully get your Tuesday morning, the 18th of October, started off on a wonderful, wonderful note. The top two things we're monitoring, first off, fall is arriving, my friends. Oh, it is going to be just beautiful. We're going to chat about the temperatures over the next couple of days' time. Plus, with fall on top of mind, what are we looking at long range? We're going to be looking at our long range forecasting techniques, and I've already put together our first call for the big Halloween activities, and not just Halloween itself, but the weekend leading up to Halloween. All right. So we'll look and see how that's going when I see you, of course, over the next couple of minutes' time. But first, let's look and see what's doing on our Tower Cam network. Oh, it is beautiful. We're looking in the tourist district. Our Tower Cam down there is looking great. Jamie says, good morning. I hope this is a quick one so you can save your voice. For sure. Nikki says, so glad your voice is back. Just don't overdo it. No, I'm going to take it easy today. We're not going to do too long of a coffee talk. Anytime I'm around, and I'll just tell you, anytime I'm around people that are smoking, I'm not a smoker, never have been, but anytime I'm around people that are smoking, it hits my vocal cords. It's the weirdest thing. So I was around some people that were smoking over the weekend, and I kind of wondered if it was going to go out, and then bada bing, bada boom, it went out. So anyway, it is what it is. But we'll get through this together, and I'm happy to be able to be back with you, even if it is just for a couple of minutes. Yesterday it was like this. I don't know if you can hear me, but this was about all I could give you yesterday. So I appreciate you having patience with me to take the day off. All right, temperatures out the door in the 60s and 70s. It is looking wonderful. I do want to take a look. First warning, live Doppler radar tracking a whole bunch of nothing. This is just moisture. We've still got it on a sensitive mode, so that's okay. Nothing to see here. Looking through the day today, we'll see one or two showers these next couple of hours. We are going to go with plenty of clouds as well. Temperature-wise, making it into the lower range of the 80s. Look at these temps today. 83 in Orlando. Average high is 84, so that average high continues to drop. 80 degrees in Leesburg, 79 in the Villages, 77 degrees in Ocala. So it looks great. It feels great. Futurecast. Relatively quiet this morning, one or two showers. Notice through the afternoon we're going to be clearing things out little by little, maybe a shower or two, especially down in Brevard County. But that's going to be about the extent of it. And then overnight tonight through tomorrow, things are going to be looking better and better and better. My friends, we have some absolutely, absolutely wonderful, wonderful days ahead. Seriously wonderful days ahead. So let's just talk a little bit about it today, okay? Disney forecast, if you're wanting to go out and enjoy the parks in a festive mode, certainly these temperatures are looking outstanding. But let's talk about the drop, right? So today's high temperature is running about 83 degrees. By tomorrow, a high temperature of 70? What? Yeah, seriously, we've got a mega cold front moving in, and I'm happy to be talking about it. So here's the overall perspective, okay? So for today, we've got clouds, even some moisture around as that front approaches us, but it will be clearing our area over the course of the day today and ushering in cooler, drier air. Through tomorrow, the skies will be clearing, and it will be jacket weather. Just look at these dew point temperatures, okay? The dew point temperature is a direct measurement of moisture in the atmosphere. And notice how we're in the 60s. We dropped to dew point temperatures in the 20s. What? You don't see dew point temperatures like this in Florida during the summer. I can assure you of that. We've had dew point temperatures in the 60s so far this season, but dew point temperatures in the 20s and 30s. I mean, the only concern with that, if I'm 100% honest, The only concern with that is as you get bone dry air diving into town, you start to really raise up that fire danger index. And no, that's not going to be us trying to hype it. That's just the reality. The fire danger index will be on the increase. So we're going to have to keep our eyes peeled on that. All right. All right. John, good morning to you. Deidre, good morning. Nikki says, hopefully the rain clears out in time for us to unload our second truckload of pumpkins. Hopefully. Yeah. I think all said and done, we're really looking great. Take a look, as a matter of fact, okay? This is kind of an interesting graphic. This time of year, we get to use it. Our forecast temperatures versus our record cool high temperatures for tomorrow, okay? Yeah, I think we're going to be record low high temperatures tomorrow. Chris says it is fall anyway. That's exactly right. Carol says, glad you have your voice back. I told, when I was chatting with one of the bosses this morning, she asked if my voice was back. And I said, it's in like seductive mode, which, I like to try and say silly things, but it's like, it's that deep, I'm not going to push it kind of thing. So anyway, that's where we're at. But yeah, it's not record lows, Dana. It's record cool high temperatures. Tomorrow's going to be chilly. Yeah. Nancy says the matzo balls helped. Exactly. Yeah, Michael. It's the matzo ball soup. If you missed my post yesterday, I'll show you a couple of pictures. Started off at Publix buying all the supplies. And then after that, you got to start, with chicken and onions. I don't know why it's not showing up as better. Got to cut up all the vegetables, the celery, the parsnip. And then before you know it, you've got yourself a soup, my friends. Look at the animation. Look at that soup moving. Look at that. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And then before you know it, you throw in some matzo balls and you've got yourself matzo ball soup. And let me tell you something. I am convinced. I was even telling Kellyanne yesterday. I said to Kellyanne, she's like, "Are you gonna be able to work on Tuesday?" And I was like, "Oh, love, I'm making matzo ball soup. I'll be there." And I did try to get her to take a bet. She never took the bet, but I did try. I was like, "I'll bet you a coffee that I'm back to work because that matzo ball soup is Jewish penicillin." Yeah. So anyway, let's look ahead, right? So if tomorrow's going to be a record cool high temperature, look at Thursday morning. That's going to be the coldest start to the day in the metro since April. Yeah, 52 degrees. So let's do this. Let's talk a little bit about these temperatures, okay? And we're just going to go through days together. All right? So let's start. So today's Tuesday. So let's start with tomorrow morning. Here's a look at tomorrow's morning temperatures, okay? 55. My God, right? 55 degrees in Orlando. I love it. I love it so much. 43 in Ocala. 50 degrees in Palm Coast. What about tomorrow afternoon? Again, when we look around town, 60s and lower 70s. Tomorrow, we're going to have to wear, more than just a t-shirt. You're going to have to put on a jacket. Seriously. It doesn't happen very often that we get to do this, but I'll take it. So that's your Wednesday afternoon. Let's look at Thursday morning. This is where you put that, the big eye gif in there, what? Yeah, 43 degrees in Ocala. What? 55 in Palm Coast. What? Chris is asking, is it socks and Crocs weather? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is. Taylor, that's what I'm talking about. The big eyes. What? This is... David says, I'll be in shorts. David, you're more of a man than I am. 100%. I'm not there. I'm pulling out the jeans If I was, if I was a boots guy, I'd be pulling out the boots. I mean, that's Florida cold. Thursday afternoon, what happens? Destiny says, is this a late April Fool's joke? It's not. Look at Thursday afternoon. Again, highs in the 70s. Area wide, even 60s still north of town. Taylor says, 100% socks with Crocs. Former Crocs manager. I've got my Disney 50th anniversary Crocs. Bruce says, I can't wait. Yeah, I pulled out the matzo ball soup and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to make my first. So this time of year, I make soup a lot and I make chili a lot. And I think this week will be the first chili of the season. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're at 40 in Syracuse. Come on up here and warm up. Yeah, you're only going down from here, buddy. Yeah. David says I'm a Floridian and I love this. Oh, me too. So that's Thursday. By Friday morning, you'll start to see the trend. Still chilly. By Friday afternoon, getting back into the upper 70s, right? And looking ahead, this weekend's forecast is still excellent, but those temperatures are going to start to climb little by little by little. Yeah. Are there grades of quality in matzo balls? I think it's whether or not you know what the heck you're doing. I don't know. Yolanda says, I smoked for a long time now. I'm determined to stop. I will raise my cup to that. Please, best of luck to you. I need to get my cooler weather clothes out. Yeah, for sure. So there's our 7-day forecast. Looks like the rainy season's kind of checked out. Now we'll have to wait for the weather service to determine if that's already happened / when that officially happens. But I can tell you that we have not. I'm working on my LRC list, and we haven't had really much in the way of heat or rain since Ian. So it almost seems like Ian helped to jumpstart our dry season this year. Yeah, kind of interesting. Want to mention to you, at least in the world of the tropics, stand by. At least in the world of the tropics, that we are nice and quiet. There is nothing to track in the tropics. Love that. So let's do this then. Let's look and see what's ahead on the BSR. What is the BSR? This is a long-range forecasting tool that we use. I have to do some basic math here. All right, so we'll roll through. Just looking for anything. Stormy weather out east of us. That's pretty evident, and we've seen some of that on the computer forecast models. I mean, if I just look at the and I'm not gonna go in depth on this because there's no threats or anything, but you can kind of notice there's some stuff east of us. Oh, there's a little something there. You see that? That's around the 24th. That's next Monday. That's around next Monday, the 24th. Now I want to back this up. And see if there's anything to back that up on the BSR. Not really much, just a frontal passage. Now that's the 28th of October. There's some decent storm system off the shoreline. Let's look around the 28th and see if that lines up on the model. I mean, right? So what we've got here, that's the 27th. You've got low pressure east of us, and you've got a storm system along a front. There's the low pressure east of us. There's the storm system along the front. It's a little further off to the west on the BSR. But there's that frontal passage. Now, what day is this? That's the 30th. That's the 30th That's the 30th of October. And then clearing by the 31st of October. So, my friends, when it comes to long-range forecasting for Halloween, here's where we're at. Right now, everything that I'm seeing shows that around October 30th, this is the first time that I've dug this up. I probably could have done it a couple of days ago, but I lost my voice. So here we are. But October the 30th, it looks like we're going to get ourselves a little cold front. All right. Now, what does that mean? That means around the weekend for Halloween probably will be nice, but there will be at some point, there's going to be some rain around, some clouds. But Halloween, which falls on a Monday this year, actually looks to be clearing and cooling. Now, we'll have to time this out a little bit, see how this adjusts. But for right now, there's your long-range Halloween forecast, my friends. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Facebook user, I don't know why it doesn't have your name, but it says it's better than sweating during Halloween. Now that I can definitely agree with. I could definitely agree with that. Jessica, good morning to you. I hope you're doing well. Kimberly says this makes me so happy. Oh, me too. Me too. Absolutely. Yeah. So that's it. That's kind of where we're at. Now we are studying every bit of our weather patterns now because we're taking all of this data and we're putting it into our long-range hurricane season forecast for the 2023 season. Michael's asking, how do the temps differ on the coast in Melbourne? It just depends on the day, depends on the winds, but generalities, it's not that different, but it's going to be a little bit cooler during the day, generality, and a little milder at night. Mike's weather page, I'm looking for my socks. As long as you already have the Crocs accessible, the socks won't take you long to find. Unless you're a mess, Mike, but I don't know. Good morning to you, by the way. Becca, cooler weather is my favorite weather. Well, there you go. We're pulling it out, looks like, for Halloween. I mean, frankly, we're pulling it out for the next couple of days. Robin says, got to go, time for my mammogram. Best of luck to you. A reminder, let's use this as a reminder for everyone else. Be checked, ladies. Okay, go get those mammograms. Do not wait. Do not wait. Facebook user says, do we really want to even think of hurricane season 2023? I know. But yet here we are. I will tell you, I'm already at work on the 2023 hurricane season forecast. Yeah, that's just where we're at. Jan says, I have socks with Crocs on right now. Frank says, missed your knowledge yesterday morning. Glad you have your voice back. Thank you. Me as well. Me as well. Jean says, our Halloween golf cart activity is scheduled for Sunday evening. No rains, please. It looks like it should be clearing out Sunday evening. But again, this can ebb or flow a day or so forward or backward. So for right now, it looks like it will be. I was like, did I misspell Halloween? No. So it looks like it should be clearing out for Halloween, which would be nice. Now, let's continue the BSR, though, because I do want to show you there's a couple of interesting little features here. All right. Right here. Right there. You see that? Bottom left corner for those of you in listening mode. It's a storm system out in the Gulf. A storm system out in the Gulf that's going to, it looks like, skirt through South Florida. Now, it's not, for what it's worth, that's 16. Let me just extrapolate this out. That, my friends, is November 2nd. The BSR has been showing for a while. We've put it on our calendars. On November 2nd, I wrote possible Gulf storm. It's on my calendar. And I labeled that in there on October the 13th. Okay? So we are still looking at a possible Gulf storm around the 2nd. Let's switch over to the GFS and see if it's trying to hint at anything around the 2nd of November. There's something in the Caribbean there around the 2nd. But it doesn't look like it's doing much, at least near Florida. Now let's go back a model run. It had something around Florida. Let's go back 2 model runs. go back 3 model runs. Yeah, that's something there around November 2nd. So the models are trying to sniff something out, but you can see this is 3 model runs back. This is the current model run. So it's trying to sniff something out, but I'm here to tell you, around November 2nd, there's going to be something-ish around Florida's southern tip, it looks like. All right, the BSR has kind of continued to show that. And then after that moves kind of off to the east. Drags down chillier air. I got to tell you, November, to me, the overall overriding patterns look to be nice and cool for November. And then afterward, there's an interesting little indicator here. This chart shows maybe a storm system to Louisiana. That would be around December 8th. Storm system around Louisiana, around, what did I say? I meant November 8th. So, yeah. It'd be interesting to see how this all plays out. You know, I always love looking long range, and that's what we do on Coffee Talk, is we kind of try and peek out long range. So, again, just to reiterate, here's where we are in terms of long range. When we talk about Halloween, cold front will be arriving around the 30th. So when that front arrives, you'll have some showers, maybe some storms, clouds. And then we do look better for Halloween Monday, at least how things are shaping up now. But in terms of our 7-day forecast, these next few days' time, oh my God, it is beautiful. Daytime highs, 60s into the lower 70s tomorrow. Morning lows in the 40s for some, 50s for most of us. Wow. Laura says, I told my husband that something is going to happen November 2nd. Put it on the calendar so he can tell me I'm right. As a husband, I can tell you, Laura, we don't like to admit that you're right, but every now and then we'll find a way to do it. Debbie, good morning to you. Very good. I hope you are as well. David's asking about the Florista. The Florista's done. I mean, there may be another version of a Florista, but yeah, like last year's Florista, it has reset. We are now into a new cycle. Everything is new. Everything is new. Yeah. Leonard, you're the man. I'm just glad you're in my area. I feel good. No hype. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. All right, people. It's a little early, but I'm going to get done with this. Drink some hot coffee, some tea. I will see you today on Wesh 2 News at noon and at 4. And then I'm doing a Boy Scout event later today. Going to help those young folks learn about the weather and hopefully inspire some future meteorologists. That's always fun. All right. I will see you guys later on. I will do a 3:30 Facebook Live, Twitter Live, all that fun stuff today. Laura says my husband will find any way not to tell me I'm right. It's a guy thing. You know, Tanya, James Spann was my older weatherman. Just don't tell him he's old. James is great. All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. I will see you on TV today, noon and 4. And again on the social channels at 3:30 today. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Take